Hello traders, this is Mike Billion. Today is April 16, 2017 and let's talk about the market. This market looks very interesting at this point. To my view, this market is short-term bearish but is getting very close to be really bullish and is very close to the earnings season. And I haven't seen earning seasons that the market doesn't go up. Usually when the Alcoa reports and they report, let's say, neutral or good, the market goes up. If the report has to be really bad, but the market to have a sentiment to going down. I think after we close this little momentum to the downside, and I will show you the support, we're gonna go up very nicely, and I'm ready. Let's start with the spider. The spider, as you can see here, failed the 235 Fibonacci and is heading to the Fibonacci support 231.50. Write it down. Those are the key levels, 231.50. Right there, many investors or traders will see this as a double button and might bounce from there. But the real support is at 227 right here. It was support for in December and January and until we break out right here. But this is the real support and that will be my target to go long. But again, many people will see 231.50 as a double button and it might bounce from here. So let's see what happens. Right now it's short-term bearish, but I'm waiting to see if I can buy this one around here, which is the bottom of this megaphone. That will be a nice trade to go long. So keep an eye on that one. Let me show you the Dow Jones. For that, we're gonna use the DIA. This is the ATF for the Dow Jones. Break down the 205 short-term support and this trend support. And it looks like it's heading to the major support 200. This will be a nice target for me to go long right here because this is the major trend multi-year trend line. But I think looking at the market, I think, and because we are near the earnings season, I think $200 right here will be a nice entry to go long. Right now, I'm short in the DIA, but short term. I think it's going to go there and it's going to bounce nicely. Let's see what happens. And now, let's talk about the iShares results. So as you can see here, it's very clear that the small caps has been moving sideways inside this rectangle for over 5 months since December. Let me zoom this out. So right here, since December, the bottom is 133 and the top is 140. So as soon as we break down right here, it will be healthy to buy it around this trend line, 129, 130. That will be nice. But there's a lot of support at 133. So let's see what happens. Maybe this one will give us a signal to go long. But for now, we have to keep watching because it's moving sideways inside a rectangle. Not right here. Now let's talk about AMD. Many of you are long in this one. This is the darling right now for us. But it went down. But let me tell you something. It went down without any volume. Look at this volume right here. So I use the 50 moving average volume. And you see the past 5 or 6 days has been below the 50 moving average, which is 50 million, 53, 55 millions. Usually trades about 75, 73 millions. So it has been very low volume, and I think in the DMI is at the top and the bottom at the sub DMI trend lines. You see, it's at the top and the bottom, meaning there's a divergence. And the other thing is near major support $12, which is Fibonacci. It was resistant back in December, and it was also resisting and support at February. I think many will look at this $12 as a nice opportunity to go long, and it's very near um, earnings, which is in May 1st. So I don't think this is gonna go down below 12. I think it's gonna bounce nicely and it's gonna close this gap right here at $14. So just sit tight, buy more, and you will see that we're gonna get back to 14 and probably make to 18 before summer, before July. So now let's talk about Baidu. Nothing to talk about Baidu. Baidu is still working inside this major triangle wedge. It's a major triangle wedge, and you have to put it in your watch list because I'm waiting to see if it break down or break out. But you have to wait. You have to be patient. Just put it on your watch list. If you're trading Baidu here, you're just gambling because there's no direction. It's just moving inside this triangle. Now, Caterpillar is at the bottom right here, this multi-year trend line. And as you can see here, it's holding. It break down one day, didn't confirm. It break down right here in April 4. It didn't confirm the breakdown, and it's right there now at the same bottom of this major trend line. For me, this is neutral. This is just moving, gonna move sideways between 97 and 90 until a major move is coming. So let's keep watching this one. Nothing to trade here. CMG. This one is bullish. This one is really bullish. You break out the 445, 445, and that will be your target for or your stop loss. If you break down below 445, get out. But for now, this is bullish. This is really bullish, and I think based on DMI, I think it's gonna go to 512. 512 is the number, and there we will have to consolidate a little bit to continue. This one is gonna report in April 25. So let's see if it gets to 512. Be careful because the report has to be really good for us to go to fit to 560, which is the next target. But it's bullish and strong. Now let's talk about gold. Let's use Gold Corporation to talk about gold. So the trend line you see right here, until it break out this trend line, I will be bullish. For now, if it fails right there again, this thing is gonna go to $9 or $10. So keep an eye on this one. If it goes now to the trend line and fails, and the market start going up, like the S&P, this thing will be a nice short because it will be very near to major resistance, and every time it goes to this resistance, it goes down nicely. So keep an eye on this one to short it. If the market decides to go up, gold will go down. JP Morgan, as you can see here, $83 is the support. The trend line here is the support. There's a lot of support. So this area right here will be nice to buy. But we have to wait to see for the market. We have to wait for the S&P, for the Dow Jones to give us the signal to start going long. And that's what you have to keep in mind. Now let's talk about another one, Netflix, moving sideways between 145 and 138. I don't see anything to trade. If you see here something to trade, I don't see anything. It's just holding for the report, which is on April 17. And at this level, the report has to be really good for this to go up. If the report is flat, neutral, or it doesn't call the attention of the investors, this thing will tank and close this gap. Probably to 128, 129. I don't know. The gap is very far. It's 101. I don't think it's going to go there. But I think it will break down and it will go down to 128. So let's see how is the report. It's in just in a few days. So I might trade this one for earnings. Use a couple options there. Now is Starbucks. Starbucks is a major resistance, still bearish, making high lows. You see right here. Now it looks like it fails right there, and it start to going down. This one will report also on April 27th, so it's very near to report. So keep an eye on this one because if the report is bad, this one will go down to 50 again, 50, 52. But nothing to trade right now. And the last one we want to talk about is Tesla. Tesla, as I said, it break out major resistance 284, test the 307 and it failed, but it's still bullish and strong. So the support now will be 284 and the resistance 307. For now, I will watch to see if I can get a nice entry later, but not right here near 307. It will be nice to take it at 284 for a test right there and go. So the report will come May 3rd, so like 2 weeks before the reports. So let's see. Video. Okay, traders. So I hope you like my videos. Subscribe to my channel. This is everything for today. Trade on.